Hey guys, thanks for joining me. This is Angie at Chicken Scratch. This is the project we're making today. It was filmed live, so feel free to fast forward, pause, or rewind it. I hope you enjoy the video. Thanks a lot. Okay, so here we go. We've got Real Red, and it looks like a full sheet, but it's not quite a full sheet. It measures 10 7/8 by 8, okay? Then we've got, oh, what's the name of it? Let me grab it. Heartwarming Hugs Designer Series paper. And that measures 5.5 by 4 1/4. So that's the card's front, right? Whisper White for stamping and die cutting. Another Real Red scrap for die cutting. And then Granny Apple Green that is 1 7/8 by 5. See this little touch of green in there? So I'm pulling that from that. And I just remembered one item that I did not grab. Here we go. I have it. Yay. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and stamp first. And so I'm going to take the owl and the greeting, and we're going to stamp the owl 2 times because we actually have dies that match it. So look at this little one. Okay. Memento ink. There's one. Two. Three. That's it. So when we get the die cut machine, we're going to cut the owl out. We're going to cut this out. We're going to cut the greeting out. And then we're going to cut a Real Red layer, okay? And we're going to emboss this Granny Apple Green layer with the Wrapped in Textures embossing folder. There's 2 of them in that pack. So this is number 1. Okay, let me move everything over. We'll get the cutting done. Okay, so we're going to start with these 2. Okay, make sure I didn't mess that one up. Okay. And now this one. Then we're going to take the Real Red, cut that out, and then we're going to take the little, I always get terrified I'm going to lose a die again. So now we're going to cut him out. Yeah, the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine is not going to be available until August 4th. And just the big one, the regular size one, the mini one is not yet available. Okay, so I don't want to lose those. Now we want to take the Big Shot platform so that we can emboss this one. Oh. Sandwich that. Okay, let's color. We're using Real Red, Granny Apple Green, and Smoky Slate. And I'm going to start with the Smoky Slate, and this is the light. I probably should have colored him before I cut him out. It doesn't give me much to hold on to, but I can swing it. And then now I'm going to take the Granny Apple Green what is this? Is this the light? Yes, the light. And then the dark Real Red. Now, we're going to take a dimensional and add it to the back of him. And then we've got some more coloring to do once we attach this. So we're going to pop this up. And then we're going to take the Granny Apple Green again and color this tree branch. We're going to take the Banner Triple Punch and flag the end. And then we're going to take Real Red double stitch satin ribbon. Is that what it's called? Double stitch satin ribbon. You can use any of your Real Red ribbon. Say that real fast. Oh, that's right, darling. You're right. Customers can't order the die cut machine until September. It's demonstrators that can order it August 4th. Sorry, customers of mine. Let's see, am I doing a bow? Actually, I want to do a bow, so. It's a good reason to join, right? Because you can get, they did, I think I'm allowed to say that. You can get the new die cut machine in your starter kit if you want to sign up on August 4th. So yeah, you can get the new die cut machine on August 4th if you want to join. Okay, I'm just trying to make my bow look perfect. Not too big. Okay, that looks good. It looks like maybe my ribbon's backwards. I don't know. Okay, so now we have our elements here. So we're going to move those aside. And now we're going to get our Real Red cardstock. I'm going to place it on the portrait side of my Simply Scored scoring tool. I use my P-Touch, my label machine, to label my Stampin' Blend markers. Yeah, I use the P-Touch to label everything. Like you can see Chicken Scratch here. Normally I use it to label my rhinestones. Yes, I have a P-Touch on upstairs, downstairs, and at the lake. Okay, so on the 8-inch side, which I like to call the portrait side, I'm going to score this at a 1/2 inch and 1 1/8. And I'm going to turn it and do the exact same thing. So both sides of the portrait side. So a 1/2 inch and 1 1/8. And this will be on box template 35. Yeah. So on the landscape side, which is the 10 7/8, I'm going to score it at 5/8 and 5 1/8. And I'm going to turn it and do it on the, and repeat that, okay? So 5/8 and 5 1/8. I have my template here that I made today. It took me 4 pieces of paper to get this. Yes, Karen, if your cardstock is jumping when you go to score it, just swipe across some wax paper. It fixes it instantly. Like my basic black cardstock likes to jump the track when I'm scoring it. So just rub a little wax paper over your cardstock and boom, it just slides like butter. Okay. Right. When I was talking about the passwords, it is for customers. Demonstrators, our website will still be able to log in. It's just for customers. I think I said that at the very beginning. I said customers of mine. Okay, now let's take our scissors and we're going to start on the bottom right corner, okay? So we're going to cut up to the second score line, and we're going to do this on all 4 of these. Okay, so that's how it looks right now. For this first one, we're going to trim half of it off and then angle. And then the next one, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to trim right there on that first score line and then angle cut it. And then the rest of this, we're going to remove all of this, okay? So cut all the way across. Okay, now we're going to do the exact same thing to this side. So cut up to the score line. Oh yeah, I keep a roll of wax paper down here just for that very reason. Okay, trim, trim, trim. Then down here, trim, trim, trim. And then the same thing, I'm going to remove all of this, okay? And then down here, I'm just going to angle cut. Okay, let me show you how it looks right now. This is how it looks when you're done cutting, okay? I've watched a few of my videos and it's like, whoa, I needed to slow down so that you could see the actual box. So I'm going to take the Detail Trio punch and I'm going to round the edges. Okay. So that's how it looks now. So we're going to place our adhesive here and then fold it like that, okay? Adhesive here. Give it a little start. Ruh-roh, come on. I have not stamped since today. What did I say? Did I say that right? Did I just say I didn't? I have not stamped since last Wednesday, I should say. Okay, so you have a choice. So either one can be the top of the box. They're both the same. But if you're going to put your cards in here, you kind of really want one end to be secure. So I kind of decided to just put adhesive on this and then just slide it in. So that's what we're going to do. But you don't have to. Okay, there you go. Now I decided that that's going to be the back of my box, but it works either way. Yeah, let me show you the cards. Well, no, I'll show you the cards in a minute. Let's finish decorating it. So here's the paper. I'm going to take my liquid glue, and I did use a different pattern of paper on the one I made earlier. But then I decided to see which paper I liked best. So you'll have to let me know. I love this paper so much. Okay, so now we're going to take this layer and we're going to add it right in the middle. So again, I'm going to use my liquid glue I love the new adhesive and it works fantastic, but we can't forget about our liquid glue because it works really well. Okay, so I'm going to add this in the middle. Hopefully that's the middle. Yeah, it is. And then we're going to add this guy to this with some liquid glue. When I was designing this box today, I'm like, oh, this is a big old box and I got a little teeny tiny image. But I really wanted to use this image. So I decided, you know what, we'll just add another circle and that will make this element, you know, a little bit bigger. And then our greeting, we're going to pop that up with a dimensional. I'm just going to add that down here. And then we want to add a little bit of bling. So I'm going to take your pick tool. You could use any of the embellishments that we have. The rhinestones are always going to be one of my favorites, or my most favorite. Okay, so there's the box. Isn't it cute? I love Have a Hoot. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the other one, and I'll show you the cards. I didn't make cards that coordinate. I didn't have time, but I'll show you that they fit. So right now, this box has 3 cards and 3 envelopes. So these cards are fun fold cards and they're a little bit thicker. So all 3 fit. If you were just putting, you know, regular cards in there, you could probably fit 6. Yeah. And I still have room for probably another fun fold card. Yeah. Now, which paper do you like best? Okay, y'all have a great night. Thank you.